Okay, so one of the best things, without question, one of the best things that I've added to our cars, we have older cars. We have a 2015 Hyundai Tucson, and we have a 2012 Hyundai Sonata. One of the best things that we've got for, sorry, I say bought, but I didn't buy, they sent it to me, was the Carpuride, I guess, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, little dash unit. And I love it. I love it. My daughter loves it. My wife loves it. She's like, her car is the Tucson, which is her vehicle. Mine is the Sonata, and I say mine, but it's really mine and my daughter's, because whatever. And my wife now has started taking the Sonata because the Sonata, because she's like, I love having the CarPlay unit. And I'm like, I know. So Carpuride reached out to us, and they were like, hey, do you want to try our new unit? And I was like, yes, because then I can put it in the Tucson and my wife can leave my car alone for now. Or I enjoy it so much too that if I have to take the Tucson, which I like driving either, I can have CarPlay as well. So this is the unit that we got. This is the new unit, this W103. Now the previous unit, I believe, was this one here, which is the W901. And that's a 9-inch display, which actually is great. You know, it's a nice unit. It's decently big, so it's easy to touch stuff on the screen. We actually have it hooked into our car via the auxiliary output on it, and it works like a champ. This one here, as you guys can see, this is the new one, 94 reviews, 5-star. So good. It's got more of a wide, right? So it's got the width on there, and then it's got a little clock on there, which I super like. I don't know. I'm excited to try it. These things are ridiculously easy to set up. All you need to know is how to really pair something with your phone via Bluetooth. And then you're good to go. They usually just install with a suction mount. So what I'm going to do is take this out of the box. I will put links down to Carpuride's I hope I'm saying that right, website so that you can take a look. But we'll go over the little specs here of this unit. I know that it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, so this is the 10.3. Now you would think it's going to be bigger than the 9-inch, but because of the way it's designed, the 9-inch, of course, is going to be taller. So if you want more CarPlay screen, I'd probably go with the 9-inch in my own thoughts. But if you want something that's a little less tall, which is kind of nice because it does give you more or less obstacle in front of your windshield, which I kind of think is kind of cool. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it does have a mirror link. Now, this one does have the option, you can get it, I believe, with a rear camera if you want. Only wired, what does it say? Mirror link / only wired auto link. I don't know what that means. USB multimedia player, it can take SD cards. I see a cam in, an auxiliary out. It also has, as far as I know, an FM transmitter for exporting, getting your audio out to your stereo if you need to. 10.3-inch display. Again, that makes it sound like it's going to be a lot bigger, but it's going to be possibly wider, but not as tall. Apple, Siri, and Android voice. Multimedia playback. Again, USB CAN in. I don't know what CAN in. And TF card, so SD card. 5G Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5. Light sensing, and I like this because the 9 has this one as well. The 9-inch one. It'll actually brighten or dim your CarPlay. And it's really cool because a lot of times too, you know, during the day it gets a little dimmer, during the night it gets a little brighter. But if a car comes at you, you can actually see the screen dim a little bit, which I actually like. EQ effect. 3 kinds of audio output. There you go. FM transmitter, aux cable, and a built-in 3-watt speaker. Now, let's say as it is, the speaker inside it, it's not loud by any means. But, you know what, if you have nothing else, I guess, that'll work. Aux output is a 3.5 millimeter. Yeah, FM frequencies, there you go. USB port, there you go. And it's a 2.5 amp 5 volt for power. Sweet deal. I am using this primarily normally for both music and navigation because I like using my maps up there. And the key is that I can, you know, use my phone for something else if I need to. And a lot of times too, what I do is that I'll be able to have a separate app running on my phone if I need to for whatever. Whereas CarPlay is still doing its job, which fantastic. Again, I'll leave links down below to this because I think these are the cat's meow. Cat's meow. All right, let's put this down here. Oh, sweet deal. HD display, IPS touchscreen. And I do find I was actually really curious when I first got it how the touchscreen would work. Very good, super smooth. It says it has voice controls, USB charger. All right, I'm down. And there's kind of what your screen shows at the beginning. Auto Link, AirPlay, A Auto, that's Android Auto, iPlay. So you can set this up as just mirror it if you kind of want, right? So you can just like you would with an Apple TV or something like that. Or iPlay is basically CarPlay. They probably can't say CarPlay because of some kind of copyright infringement, of course. I'm gonna bring that up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's some more goodness on the back, right? Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. And again, you can get this if you want to spend a little bit more money with a rear camera. Is there more stuff on there? Yeah, more stuff on the back. There you go. So they do say anybody, there it is. See it right here? Easy installation, 5 minutes to do, no skills. Now there is some skills. Again, you do need to know how Bluetooth works. But if you have that part in the bag, and you do have to make sure that your phone is compatible, like so that it's new enough to actually have CarPlay, right? Or Android Auto. So if you don't have that, and you're like, it's not working, well, yeah, you may need a newer phone. So just kind of be aware of that. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. Here's my one thing. This is what I hope. This is if they can do this in a future one, if they can make a one like this, because I love this form factor, right? I love this form factor. Two things I would love to see them possibly do. Make this, because they have the form factor down packed, make it into like a dash, that goes on your mirror, so it doesn't go on your dash at all. And it has a dash cam in it. Dash cam with this on my mirror or on the dash, I don't care. Both, because now I have this and I have a dash cam. I just want this with a dash cam, right? They did that. I'm just saying, I'm getting that out there. And look at that. That is excellent. I'm already excited about the size. Yeah. And not a paid review by any means. It's not really a review. I'm just going to tell you that I love it. I'm just telling you because the last one I have, I love. Okay, so I'm putting all this stuff out here so we can just do that. That's it. All right, so what do you get? What do you get? A CarPlay manual. All right, yep, Android Auto, CarPlay, color manual. Shows you all the goodness. Now, I think, as far as I know, the other one did this too. Yeah. So I think this one, which is kind of nice, there's a USB port on the side too, along with all the like SD card stuff, which means that if you really wanted to, you could set this up to do like wired CarPlay, because it's more, for one, it's more stable if you like that. Two is I think it'll charge your phone, because I haven't done that, but I think it would charge your phone. There is your 3.5mm cable right there, right? So that's going to go from the CarPlay unit to your car if your car has an auxiliary input. Now, no, never mind. I was going to say something and then I was like, I don't really know what I'm saying. Anyways, USB-C to 12 volt. This is going to go, of course, in your cigarette lighter, right? Now, I guess because it has it, never mind. I'm always like, but what if they had... Because I was like, what if they just had an extra USB port on the back? But they don't need it because it's on the back of the CarPlay unit. Yeah. Okie dokie. This, of course, a little plate so that if your dash, if you're going to mount it on the dash of your car, maybe it's textured. So this usually comes, does it come? Yeah, it's got like a sticker on it so that you put this on there and then you put the suction on this. Or you can just suction it to your window, whichever you so choose. And then you have this. So again, depending, this is nice too, because maybe you have two cars. You can actually put one of them like this in one car, because this is just going to stick onto your dash because it's sticky. Now I would make sure that you don't have like a really textured dash or something like that. You want to make sure it's fairly smooth, make sure it's cleaned. But this, right, you just stick it on both, stick that, get it where you want, and then you mount the dash cam on here. Or you could use a little plate with this, which is your suction mount. And I use the suction mount in the Sonata. It works good. It's got a little peel. I wonder if that's, yeah, so it's nice because it's not just a suction mount, but the suction mount itself has a, like a sticky on it. Sticky. Yes, sticky, so that extra suction-y, extra adhesion. The world is your oyster. Everything's great. I love the looks of this. Should I? Yeah, I should. I shouldn't for sure. Sure I should. Most definitely. Now I'm curious because I think this just connects via USB, right? So there it is there. See that? Do you see that? Maybe you can, if I hold it like this, right? You gotta get that idea of that width, how it, you know. And then on the back, you have your mount. There's that little tiny speaker if you want to use a speaker. And then on the side here, you guys may be able to see it. There's going to be like your USB. One of these is going to be power. And I just lost my top camera because it got too hot. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I gave it like 5 minutes to cool down. Should be good. Anyways, on the back here, you will see again, there's a power button. There is a, it looks like maybe a mic. Is that a mic? I can't remember. Maybe. There is your rear camera. There is your USB for your power, USB-A, your audio out for auxiliary, and of course your it's a micro SD, so not full-size, micro SD, right? And then that's kind of it. So I think if we put that there, and use, I've got a whole bunch of cables just kind of floating around here, so I'm just going to use ones that are already out here, possibly, maybe, because I'm going to make sure that the other one, because the other one is a 12-volt style, right? So I think I have a cable here that I'm just going to plug into power bar, and let's see if that functions. Ready? So this plug, this going in the back here, yes, and then we have a power. Oh man, up it comes. Okay, so up it comes, and then I'm gonna get my phone. Because really, all we should, doesn't that look just a whole lot of awesome? Come on now. I'm hoping that once it connects with my phone, all this, it's Bluetooth is not there, right? So as far as I know, if I come into my Bluetooth settings on my phone and just go to Bluetooth, yes, we'll go to the bottom. Oh, it's got something there. I believe that's it. So if I just tap on that, pairing, allow. Let's see. Got my time. It already happened. So it connected. If I go to CarPlay, it says, please use that to do that. Now, okay, see, this is where you're like, but it should be easy peasy, right? Because I did connect to that one. It does say it's connected. Now I may have to go into my CarPlay settings and actually tell this that this is, oh no, it just took a minute. Never mind. There it is. We're good, right? And there's that speaker, I guess. It's something. I'll give it that. It's something. But when you go here, you got your normal CarPlay, which is cool. Now I was wondering, because when it's out in the normal, what they showed was CarPlay on half of it, and right, not CarPlay on the other half. I thought they showed that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's clock here. Maybe it's there. I'll have to do some more playing around just to figure it out, which I will. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this to our car, and we'll go for a ride. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you it installed, and I have to say, in this car, it is almost like
perfect. There's no cable showing, no nothing, because the 12 volt or the power adapter is like right there. So all the cables behind, right into there. It's all powered. It's connected to the car. It's connected to my phone. So if we turn this on, I'll just turn this on here. All right. And I actually turned it off. So I'm going to hold this power button down up here, which should turn it on, I would think. There it is. And you guys can see it start up. And it takes, like all of them, takes a little bit of time, but you can see it grabbed my time from my phone. And of course, as soon as CarPlay started, it stopped my recording. Anyways, there it is. It actually, I think this model starts faster than my old one does. The other one does. It's not that it's old, but you know, it's 6 months or so. But this is their newest one. And yeah, it definitely connects to my phone a lot quicker. I've installed a couple things on it. So in regards to apps. So of course, Apple kind of restricts CarPlay to apps that they figure you should be using in the car. So if I go in here, you'll actually see, right, Car Home takes you out of this back here, which is if you want your clock up, and if you want to be able to play off an SD card, or set up an FM transmitter or anything like that. You even have little things like equalizers if you want to go in and play with this. But you have your A Auto, which would be like your Android Auto. Oops. Or go back here. Car Home. Your Android Auto. iPlay is CarPlay. AirPlay would set this up as an AirPlay device, so you could stream your YouTube to it or whatever it is. Bluetooth calls, USB if you want to stick a USB into the side here, SD card, etc., etc. I think that's it. They do have a fair bit of settings in here if you want to go in here for time, device, speaker, restore settings, etc., etc. Nothing that I really care about too much. Hopefully you guys can see it. There's a bit of a glare in here. And then last but not least, of course, when you go to CarPlay, you're boom, it's up. And I love this widescreen because especially in this car where it has a pretty narrow window, the other Carpuride is not as wide, but it's taller, right? So you get height, which means I would block so much of the front of this windshield. This fits so nice, and because this is actually a Mustang, because this dips down, this almost seems like it was built for it. It actually matches like almost perfect with like the vents and everything. Oh man, I am super pleased with this. Plus, of course, we can just kind of go in here and there's my map and all this kind of stuff. If I want to listen to music, I can go here and get some music up, whatever I'm doing, radio, listen now, browse. Of course, this is all pulling from your phone, etc., etc. Yeah, this is awesome. Again, they make a whole bunch of different ones, 9-inch, 10-inch. This is it's a 10-inch, but it's kind of 10-inch wide. This is my favorite because it doesn't take up as much window real estate if you have a car with a slim or narrow windshield. Yeah, I'm down with these. These are very cool. All right, guys, I'll leave links down below if you guys are at all interested in the Carpuride stuff, because one's going in all of our cars for sure. I'm putting one in each of the cars because if you ever buy a new car or a new old car that doesn't have any of this stuff, you just take it out and you bring it with you. Or you go on a trip somewhere, right? You go on a trip, and while you're traveling, you rent a car or whatever, you can throw this in your luggage and you're good, right? You don't have to bring anything else with you, because I know a lot of car rental places will be like, hey, it's X amount of dollars to add a GPS. No, I brought one. We're all right. We're good. We're good to go. Oh yes. All right, my friends, that's it. I'll leave links down below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm out. Later.